Hey YouTube, thanks for tuning in. This is my belated Halloween lesson on Haunted Cathouse. Would have been perfect to release this a couple nights ago, but you know what? You might be watching this in 6 months' time, and it's not going to have any bearing whatsoever. Of course, if you are new to the channel, I have a ton of psychobilly stuff on here, not just Nekromantix, a broad range of stuff. Really worth checking out the psychobilly guitar playlist. I will put that in the link below. Of course, I have a Patreon where you can support the channel if you really enjoy the videos. You also get transcriptions, as well as the joy of knowing you're supporting something that means something to you, hopefully. Hopefully this channel means something to you. If not right now, maybe after this lesson. Probably not if I don't get on with it, however. I do quickly want to mention, though, I have a podcast. They've currently got two. Got more in the works, and possibly some really exciting guests that I've been chatting with as well, trying to line that up. And also, I just want to quickly thank my latest Patreons, Dashiell Green, BP Cole, and Nathan Nispel. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you to all my current members as well. You guys are all great. Derek Lee Goodread as well. I've got to thank you again, mate. You've just gone above and beyond once again. So check out his music as well. I might put it in the link below. He's recently put out an album. He became a top tier member for the whole year. Just so helpful. Anyway, getting on with the lesson. You know the tune. Nekromantix Haunted Cathouse. Amazing song. Peter Sandorff. Amazing guitar player. Check out his Holler Ghost stuff as well. It's just brilliant. I've got a few tutorials on his stuff. Old Barn, Chupacabra. Amazing. This particular song is not that hard if you're a beginner. Don't run off. I made it more complicated at the beginning than it needed to be. So I will show you how to play it in the simple way that it is in fact played. And if you want to stick around to the end, I will show you how to play it slightly more advanced way than I like to play it. So the song is in key of G minor. The whole intro is very much based around G minor with a G minor pentatonic with a little bit outside of that. So here we go. We play the open 6th string. We play the 1st fret on the 6th string. We play the 2nd fret on the 6th string. Play the 3rd fret there, and we begin our little riff there. Okay, so we're just walking into the G. And it sounds like this. Okay. I'm making it hard again. I apologize. So what you're actually doing when you get to that 3rd fret, like I showed you before, just squeeze the 3rd fret on the 3rd string and the 2nd string. Add your pinky to the 6th fret, and then bring your 3rd finger into the 5th fret and lift your pinky, just like that. Okay, not too complicated. So you don't have to do this. Okay, that's my thing. That's that's how I like to play it, but I don't think it's how it was played. So keep it simple. What we just did then on the transcription was bar 1, 2, and 3, and it's very much a repetition now of that same theme. So we just repeat that lick again, and then we start that opening lick. Repeat the lick again. And then we get to the next part, okay? So nothing too difficult there. The barring can be a little bit difficult. The stretch might be a little bit difficult, but overall, very playable. Very clever and cool bit of playing as well, okay? So from here, we get this. Okay, so that's bars 8, 9, and 10. And what we're doing, we're sliding a little D5 chord. So come in maybe from the 4th fret and the 6th fret. Just slide up a little like that. See that? Just slide in. Try and, if you have trouble with your fingers closing up when you slide chords like that, what you do is you kind of need to allow this finger to drag so that it stays nice and wide, and really push firmly with this finger, and it will help your fingers stay separate. So pick and slide like that, then strum like this. Down, up, down, up, down. Okay? So down, up, down, up, down. Pick the 5 on the 5th string, slide back to the 3 there on the 5th string, reach out for the 6th fret there on the 6th string, 3rd fret there on the 6th string. Okay, so next couple of bars we do this. Okay, so what we do here, we slide from 3 to 5. We bring the 3rd finger, that was on with the 3rd finger on the 5th string. We bring the 3rd finger back to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, 1st fret on the 5th string, and then we pick this. Okay, so when you pick that, 3, 1, try to down up pick that. Down, up, down on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. 1st fret on the 4th string, right there like that. By the way, before I forget, I have t-shirts now, so even if you don't want to be a Patreon member, but you'd really like to support the channel, check the link, the merch link below. You can get t-shirts, mugs, and a couple things like that. Hopefully nothing too expensive. I've made it all as cheap as possible because it's just kind of cool to have people wearing stuff around the world. It's a really cool thing. At the moment, I think there's about 3 people, which is good. I'm happy with that. And, well, it's mum and dad, so I guess that's 1 extra person. But that's great, too. So, moving along, we did the... Then we get this. And all we're doing here, 1, 3, 1, 3 to 5, and slide that. Play that 3rd fret there on the 4th string. Okay, so nothing too hard. And then our next 2 bars, bars 15 and 16, we do this little hammer on. So you need to pick your hand up, get back into position over here, hammer 1 to 3, pick the 1st fret on the 5th string again, go back to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, slide 3 to 5, play the 3rd fret on the 4th string, 5th fret on the 5th string, 4th fret on the 4th string, and then we go, okay, very much like we did in the very beginning. So I'll just, so I didn't actually walk you through this. 4, 5, 3, 6, 3. So that's the first time through of that intro riff. So I'll play from there again, and you can hear how it sort of comes together. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry about that little mistake. I'm sure you get the idea. I just almost forgot to set myself up for that. Well, I did forget to set myself up for that little hammer on there. Very subtle, but very important detail. It's the little things, you know, that I think make things really work. Okay, so this whole riff that I just played pretty much just repeats one more time with a slight variation. See if you can pick it, and then I'll walk you through it real fast. So have a listen. So we've come off the bit where it goes. That's the end of it, and then here we go. Did you hear it? And the very end. So I'll walk you through and explain those variations. We've come off, okay, and that was in bars 17 and 18. So it kind of starts again there and kicks off again at bar 19, where it goes, slides 3 to 5, back to the 3, to the 1, and we do the little, with the down up pick, so the 3, 1, 3 on the 6, 1 on the 4, okay, and then we get this passage here that's slightly different. So we pick, before we went with that little hammer on, this time we do, so it's just like this. We pick the 1st fret, 3, 1, 3, 1, okay, and try to down up pick it if you can. It's going to be a lot easier in the long run. It might feel a little bit harder at the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, it's just got a more confident sound to me. Okay, so 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3 to 5, and then 3rd on the 4th string, and then we play basically the end of the riff where we go. Okay, so that last part from bar 23, we hammered 1 to 3, played the 1st fret, 3rd fret, slide 3 to 5, 3rd fret on the 4th string, 5 on the 5th string, 4 on the 4th string, 5 on the 5th string, 5 on the 4th string, 7 on the 4th string, and then the verse begins. If you want that little bit of a challenge and try, you want to try and do that self-accompanying intro where you go. I mean, it's a great exercise even if you don't want to apply it in the song, because of course normally you'd ideally have another bass player, you would have a bass player going. You like my little double bass impression there. But you might have friends that you can jam with. Me, not so much. So I do spend a lot of time doing self-accompaniment. That sounds really sad, actually, when I put it like that. I'm kind of kidding. Yeah, but if you want to do that anyhow, you'll go bar right across, and you need to squeeze your finger to get those two all the way from here. So you're barring. If it doesn't sound good at the start, if you keep it up, even if it doesn't sound great when you practice it, you'll pick it up one day and you'll be able to do it because it's a muscle thing, okay? And that's a good theory for you to apply when you're practicing and learning chords, by the way. If they don't sound great, doesn't matter. Try and get the song in time. As you play it more and more, if it's a strength issue, it will get better. Okay, anyhow, so from here, we pick the 3, pluck with your fingers, the 3rd and 2nd string, then pick the 6th string again, then almost straight away, on the offbeat there, you pick the 3rd and 2nd string with your pinky down, okay, as we learnt before, so I've got the pinky down. When I bring the pinky back, or I use the 3rd finger, pluck all of them at the same time. And it literally repeats again after we strike the bass notes again. So pinch together, pick the 3rd again on the 6th string, pinch together. Okay, so pick these two, pick the 6th string. On the offbeat, we do the 3rd and 2nd again. Then we pick together. Then you pick that 6th string. And then you pick the 6th string again, you start again. And then next part, which you've already learnt. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Belated happy Halloween. I'm getting a little bit sweaty in here. Summer is starting to take effect here in Melbourne. Guys, thanks for all the support. And I hope you're enjoying the videos. Please leave a comment if you have any feedback. Keep an eye out. Obviously, I'm going to teach you the rest of the song in the next couple of lessons, so they'll be out soon. And I've got some other genres I'm going to cover as well. So come back for more work to do, and I hope you're enjoying it. See you in the next lesson.